Alright guys, welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be talking about how to get LRs, what types of LRs there are, and then for the last portion we will actually be going in-game so I can show you, where exactly to get these. So again, this was a requested video. So if you have any video you specifically want to see me do on, granted that I'm able to do it, say for like a certain unit. If I don't have that certain unit, well, I can't really do a video on them. So again, like I said before, this was requested, and so I asked, comment if you have a specific video you want to see. And right before we actually hop in, if you haven't already or are new or, just watch my channel but haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps. Again, it basically tells me, we watch your videos, we're here, and we're going to support you. So again, hit the notification bell as well while you're at it. Again, I post every single day, and like I said before, I read comments and I respond, and again, this is a result of that. So, the first type of LR there is the top legendary summon banner LR. Now, this is the most common form of the LR. Again, these LRs are released, periodically throughout the year. Again, these are mostly what I like to call like bait banners, and the reason why I say that they're bait banners is because these banners, albeit they do have very good LRs. For example, I pulled up the top legendary summon banner, of Turles. Again, this is the top legendary summon banner Jiren, but again, I pulled Turles's banner. Again, this is the newest top legendary summon LR that is currently on Global Dokkan. Again, for JP Dokkan, we don't have any top legendary summon banner LR right now. We have the Super Saiyan Trunks and Goten, but again, this is the LR currently that has released. Again, this is his SSR form. So again, if you summon and you pull Turles, this is the art that you're gonna see right there. So, do I recommend summoning on this banner? No. Again, the reason why, even though I did say, these top legendary summon banner LRs do tend to be very good. Again, I brought Jiren here for a reference. He has 200% attack and defense. He's super effective against all types. He performs a crit if the enemy is stunned. This is a very good unit, and rightly so. These units tend to be very good. But the reason why I tell you not to summon on them, because again, the way that their banners work is that they usually have 12 featured units. Actually, no, this one doesn't have, actually, yeah. So this one has 12 featured units. This is 10, 11, and then Turles himself 12. And again, your rates of pulling them are 0.42%. So not the highest rate, to pull the actual unit. And because the rates are relatively low, again, if you're a new player, save up your stones. Do not summon on the legendary summons. Like if you see a banner that says legendary summon, don't summon on these. Trust me, it's not worth it. Now, if you're not a free-to-play player and you don't mind spending money on the game, then if you want to, you can summon. But even then, I would say don't summon on these, even if you're willing to spend the money. The reason for it goes back to the whole rates. The rates on these banners are very low. It's not good. So you can spend hundreds of dollars on a single banner and never pull him. Why? Because his rate is so low. Of course, there are going to be people out there, that you see, content creators such as Nanogenics, who'll summon on this banner and he'll get him, first multi. Again, that can happen. Why? Because it's all RNG based. It's all luck based. So again, people like Nano, those really big content creators could pull them first multi, and that could be like, that could incentivize you in order to summon. But I still would recommend it. I really would not recommend it. Again, these banners, the characters that they released, the LR Turles is very good. Jiren, when he came out, was very good. He still is really good. But again, these legendary summon banners are not worth it. Next up is going to be the banners for LRs that you get guaranteed. Now, this is the 66 ticket multi banner. Again, this was the banner that is on the 6th year anniversary for JP. Again, this is going to be coming to global around June or August. No, it's going to be around maybe July for us global. Again, this is the 66 ticket multi banner. Now, this banner, the way it works is that there's a stone version, as you guys can see here, where you spend 250 stones, you get 66 cards with the last one being a guaranteed LR out of these guys. Again, I actually have a video on my channel where I went ahead and I did the ticket version, not the stone version. Again, they do have a ticket version that's, for every single player. You grind up these 66 tickets, you do all the missions, and then you can go ahead and summon on the banner. But for those of you who decide to do the Dragonstone banner, which is 250, you go ahead, you summon, and then you get to pull one of these LRs. Again, these are all top legendary summon banner LRs. Again, all of these LRs are very good in their own right. This is the only instance where I would say spend your stones, because again, you're getting a guaranteed LR. Again, this is the only banner other than one other one that guarantees you an LR, which I'm going to search up right here. It is the New Year's Step Up. Forgot to pull it up. The New Year's Step Up banner. That is the only other banner that gives you a guaranteed LR. So let's pull it up over here. This is the New Year's Step Up banner, and let's get rid of that. The way that this banner works is, again, as you guys can see here, step 1, you spend 20 Dragon Stones, step 2 is 30, step 3 is 50, step 4 is 50, and then the last one is 50. So if you want to get the guaranteed LR, as it says right there, LR character guaranteed, you need to do all 5 of these steps, and you can do these steps 3 times. So if you're willing to spend the stones, you can get 3 guaranteed LRs. The only issue is, it is going to cost you quite a bit of stones, because if you do the math, this is 250 stones. So if you're willing to spend 750 stones, you will get 3 guaranteed LRs. Because again, the last step right here, again, obviously the prize pool is going to be much, bigger, because again, they're going to be adding LRs as they come out. But you will get one of these guaranteed LRs. Now, again, because, the title, this only comes out during New Year's. So in order to get the guaranteed LR in this banner, you have to wait until New Year's, which just recently came out for us again, in 2020. But for 2021, you're gonna have to wait till around New Year's in order to actually summon on this banner and then get the guaranteed LR in the 5th step. Again, the ticket multi, this only comes out during the anniversary for us. Again, that's gonna be around July. But in order to actually summon on this banner, you're gonna have to wait towards the ends of August. And the reason why you're gonna have to wait till like the ends of August is because the way that the anniversary works is that they'll hand these out as missions throughout, part 1, part 2, and part 3. And then, in part 3 is when they give out, the last of the missions where you're able to grind out the last ticket, then you can go ahead and summon. But like I said, if you do decide to spend the stones, 250, which I do recommend, you can, get one of these guaranteed LRs. Alright, now the other banner is, where is it? It is the Dokkan Fest banners. Now this was the Dokkan Fest banner for Gogeta. Again, it had the featured LR of Gohan and Goten. And this banner actually has a better rate. Why? Because it only has 8 featured units, instead of the Legendary Summon banners, which have 12. Again, that is a 0.42% chance. But the Dokkan Fest banners, you have a 0.625% chance. Now that may not seem like a huge difference, just, like a 0.2% chance more, but it actually does have a really big effect. Because again, you can theoretically first multi pull this guy. Again, you do have to be lucky. Again, all of this is based on RNG if you are summoning, but you can pull this LR off of, the banner relatively quickly, if you're just super, super lucky. Now, do I recommend new players to just, who are super new to the game, to just grind stones and then just spend on this, like, any type of Dokkan Fest banner that is currently up? I would say no. The reason why I say no is because I think it's better if you save it towards the anniversary, which are going to have much, much better banners. Again, the anniversaries, they tend to have much better banners, and, the rates are just much better. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, wait, so I'm a free-to-play player who's new, then how can I get these LRs? Because, Legendary Summon banners, they have really bad rates, so you're saying not to summon. Dokkan Fest banners, they do have better rates, but I still don't recommend you to summon. And then the Step Up banner, that's for New Year's, and then the Ticket Summon, that's for the anniversary, that isn't out right now on Global. Well, thankfully, there are ways of getting free LRs that the game does provide for you. And an example of that is this Prime Battle Krillin. So Krillin comes from an event in Dokkan called the Prime Battle, which again, I'll go ahead and show you guys in-game. And the way you attain Krillin is actually very, very hard, and I'll explain it to you guys right now. So, the Prime Battle event is in the challenge section of Dokkan. You go ahead, you clear the stages, you farm up Krillin, so you farm up his copies. You want to get a total of around 15 copies for Krillin. Again, you want to use 9 of those to feed into Krillin as super attack fodder. I'll show you guys what exactly I mean by that later on. And then the other 4 you're going to use to unlock his hidden potential. And the reason why it's so hard to get these guys is because it requires a lot of grinding. But do I think it's worth it? Yes, I do. So say for example, this is the TUR, and the TUR is basically the form of Krillin, before he actually, Dokkan awakens into an LR. And you need a total of 777 medals in order to get this guy to then transform him into an LR. That's how it works. It takes a lot of grinding, it takes a lot of effort. That's just how the way it is. Of course, there are other LRs that you can get in different types of events. Like for example, the World Tournament. The World Tournament currently, again, the reward unit that they give out is Demon King Piccolo. Again, I don't have him pulled up right now, but I think I can just quickly pull up Legendary Power. And then, if the Dokkan Wiki could please load a little bit faster, I can show you guys. So the World Tournament, again, we're going to be getting one towards the end of the Bojack celebration. The World Tournament is a mode, if you grind it out and you get to a high enough ranking, you can then get an LR as a reward card. But again, you do have to Dokkan Awaken him, train him all the way to the level of an LR. Here we go. Demon King Piccolo, here we go. This guy is the reward card. This is the LR currently. That is basically the reward, Demon King Piccolo. Again, you can pull him and get him in the World Tournament. Again, you have to grind up to a certain ranking in order to actually get him. So again, there is a lot of grinding involved. And then I wanted to pull these guys up. This is another type of LR that they have, is LRs that they give out in story events. Now this Goku and Arale card, they are relatively decent. Again, they're nothing like super crazy. Again, that's just how they do LRs for free to play. But they are a unit that you can grind out in the story event. Again, they do have their own, story event where you can go ahead, farm up the copies and all of that. So you are going to have to wait when those, events come out. But again, this is a free-to-play LR. They're not bad. They lead Dragon Ball Seekers, 3 key, 77% to stats. So, they're not a bad card by any means. But again, it's a free-to-play LR, so it's not going to be as good as, say, for example, a top legendary summon banner LR like this Jiren. Alright. And then another thing we have to consider is LRs now having EZAs. Now, EZA is a mechanic in Dokkan where basically it buffs up the unit even further and makes them just really, really good. And a good example of this is Prime Battle LR Goku. Now, this is actually one of the first Prime Battles, the free LRs that actually came into the game. This is actually the second LR ever to release in game. This is Prime Battle LR Goku. Again, this Goku, just like Krillin, has his own, challenge event. You go ahead, you farm him up. He needs 777 of those medals in order to get him to the LR. And then he now has an EZA. Again, his EZA is really, really difficult to get, especially if you're relatively new, because, again, it requires you to get all of these units who are all free to play. Again, every single one of these units are free to play, so you can grind these up for free. But it does require you to get all of these units EZA'd as well, because again, all these units have EZAs, rainbow them, and fully awaken them, all of that. Again, I don't recommend, if you're free to play, to go around chasing this guy, or if you're new. If you're relatively new, I would say stick to, you know, really good free-to-play units, which are, TURs, I would stick to those guys for right now before you go ahead and start chasing, easy A, LRs like this Goku. I mean, even before his easy A, this Goku's not bad. He does decent damage. So, again, I would wait a little bit more till your account's a little bit better to then go ahead and try to easy A, for example, this Prime Battle Goku. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go in-game, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. Again, hopefully this was, helpful to you guys. If it wasn't and you guys still have more questions, please comment it down below. And anyways, again, like I said before, we're going to go ahead now in-game so I can show you guys exactly what I mean. Okay, guys, so we are here in-game. Again, now I'm going to show you guys everything that I discussed in the first part. I'm going to show you guys what it is in game. So if we go over here to the summon icon, again, this is a Dokkan Fest banner that's out right now. It's Bojack. Again, I do not recommend you guys summon. Please, 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 if you're new, save your stones for the anniversary. Trust me, you'll not regret it. You won't regret it, trust me. This is a top legendary summon banner. Again, never summon on this. Do not summon on this. You will get shafted. Shafted basically means that you will get absolutely nothing. Even though you can get lucky, you will see people who will pull them, but again, you will, more than likely get nothing. Okay, so those were the summonable LRs that you can get. Again, those are summonable, so you have to summon in order to get them. And if we go over here, I do have some free-to-play characters if we filter them by LR. Again, all of these units you see here on your screen, you can attain just by playing the game. Again, these are the Prime Battle ones. This Frieza is a Prime Battle, this Goku is a Prime Battle, this Vegeta is a Prime Battle, and, the reason why I say Prime Battles are really, really hard to get is, let's take Krillin, who I was talking about. So, Krillin, when you complete his event, this is the card that's going to drop. Again, the drop rate, is, it's pretty iffy sometimes. Like, sometimes, you'll go... you'll waste all your stamina and you won't get a single copy of this guy. Like, that's literally happened to me. But again, that's to be expected. Again, this is a gacha game. It wants to take your money. That needs to be said. This game is out here to make money. That's their goal at the end of the day. So they do want you to summon, and the way they do that is by incentivizing it and making it, like really, really good to summon. Like I showed you guys, but again, I do not recommend summoning, trust me. Okay, so once you pull enough copies of him, you can then Dokkan Awaken him, so you have to farm up 15 of these medals from the actual event. As you can see, so if you see the little key icon, that means that the event is currently not out, so you're gonna have to wait till that event actually returns. So let's go back, and then that gets him into his TUR form, or the Ultra Rare form. And then, in order to get him to the LR, you need to grind up 777 of these medals. And then that's when you get him to the LR form. Trust me, it is worth it. This Krillin is really, really good. I've used him. He's just a really solid unit to use overall. Again, if you're not interested in grinding up, those Prime Battle LRs, there are other LRs, like for example, this Goku and Arale unit. Again, this unit is a very, very long unit to grind. You have to get him from an SR to an SSR, and then you have to grind up medals, 5 of these from their event, which again currently isn't out. You can tell by the key icon, as you can see right there, it's currently not out. Alright, so then you get him into this form, you then awaken him into an Ultra Rare, and then you gotta grind even more medals in order to get him to his TUR form, as you can see right here. And then again, his event currently isn't out due to the key icon, so you're gonna have to wait. And then you need to grind up even more medals in order to get it into an actual LR. Again, there is a lot of grinding involved when it comes to LRs. There is no shortcut. You do have to put in the work to get the LRs. Do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. I took Krillin for an example. This Prime Battle Goku, again, I Easy A'd him. It was very, very hard to Easy A because of all the insane amount of units you actually had to grind up in order to take on his easy area. There are other types of units that you don't necessarily have to, do all that grinding of metals and all of that. For example, this cooler. This cooler, you get him from the Baba Shop, which I'll show you guys right here. So there are other types of LRs that you can get in the Treasure Baba Shop portion of Dokkan. And the way you get them is, number one, for example, cooler. If we go down here, this guy over here, you have to get these battlefield memory things. Now, if you go over here to the Ultimate Clash, this is where you actually get the battlefield memory things. So as you can see, there are missions, they give them to you just by completing the missions. If you complete the stages, they give you the battlefield memory points. I know for new players, you have to be, I think, level 50 in order to actually take on the Ultimate Clash. And the reason for that is because, again, you do need a decent amount of ultra rare units in order to actually take this on. Again, I couldn't actually take on this event for a while. Again, it did take me quite a bit in order to, grind up my account to the way it is right now. Finally, let's see if there's actually an LR that you can grind out currently. I believe there isn't. If we go through the story event, yeah, there isn't. But the Prime Battles, if you are interested, currently, again, Frieza's out right now. Frieza's Prime Battles, you can see there is Stage 1, where this is the drop unit that comes out. So, this unit is where you farm his SSR. This is where you farm up to 15 medals in order to get him to the T-War, and then the 777 medals that you need to get him to the LR status. And then there is a 4th stage to this where you can both farm the actual card and the medals to get him to 777. And then the only restriction that there is with this Prime Battle is that you can only bring free-to-play units. Again, free-to-play units are any units that you can get from story events, like, for example, this Broly one. So free-to-play units are units like this Goku, this Gogeta, this Vegeta, this Broly, and this Frieza. These are free-to-play units. Again, these are characters that the game gives you themselves. You can only use these types of units when it comes to Prime Battles. For example, in this story event, you can bring Gohan, for example, into that Prime Battle, but you can't bring any summonable units. Watch, I'll show you. So say, for example, we're going to take on the 4th stage. Again, you cannot take any summonable units. It's going to tell you right there that you cannot bring them. So I already have a team here. Again, the Ginyu Force, completely free-to-play units. Same thing with this Gohan. So if you are going to try to take on Prime Battles, again, you can only use characters that are free-to-play. And, I can change up the team. Again, there are certain units that they will restrict you from. But say if we go to free-to-play characters and we go to, ultra rares, again, you can bring all of these units. The reason why it's saying that it won't allow certain units is just because of the way that the event is built. For some reason, I don't really understand why sometimes, these are all free-to-play units. But again, like I said, the Gogeta, the Gogeta, the Vegeta, the Goku. Where's Frieza? Frieza should be around here. The Frieza, and then where is Broly? Where's Broly? And then the Broly. You can literally bring almost an entire team just with that regular Broly movie story events. So again, that's the Prime Battle LR. In terms of story events, if we go to the Portal of Memories, again, let me see if I can find Goku and Arale's story event. It should be... Oh, actually, I'll show you guys this one. So this is another story event. Again, this one gives you an LR as well. It's an LR Zamasu Goku. Again, same thing. In the 2nd stage, you're able to grind up this, the SSR. Then you grind up medals to get him to the T-War, and then you grind up, a second set of medals to get him to the LR. So that's how you get LRs in the game. Again, if you're willing to spend the money, you can summon. Personally, I don't recommend it. There is a 3rd way of getting them. The reason why I didn't mention it is because it does involve you summoning on legendary summon banners, which again, I do not recommend by any means. But if we go over here to the Baba Shop, and you go to the treasure section, and you go all the way back here, you can get them with coins. So these coins, the way they work is you need 500 of them in order to get one LR. I currently have 228. That was foolish of me because, again, you can only get those yellow coins from legendary summon banners. And I'm just going to tell you this right now. It's not a good idea. And again, that's why I say it's better to summon during the anniversary with red coins, because the units that are on the banner are going to appear here in the red coin banner shop. So, you know, say if I wanted to pick up a cooler, I could go ahead and pick up cooler with the coins that I got. If I wanted a Gohan, you know, the int Gohan, I could go ahead and pick them up here. So during the anniversary, there are going to be LRs that are going to be featured on the banners, which you then can pick up with red coins. But again, that is why I tell people, save up your stones till the anniversary, because with each summon that you do, you get 10 red coins. For every 50 that you do, basically you get 10 red coins. And if you get enough red coins, you can actually go ahead and buy an LR. And an LR with red coins is also 500. So you're gonna have to do, what is it, like 50 multis, I think? Yeah, like 50 multis in order to get one LR. And that is, okay, so 50 multis, wow, that is 2,500 stones. So yeah, again, LRs are quite difficult to get. Again, you can get lucky. By no means am I trying to like discourage people, but if you're new, I would consider putting in the time and the effort in grinding any of the free-to-play LRs. Again, they're very, very good. They are worth it. But again, this is my account. This is the results of, you know, putting in the effort and trying. Again, some of these are summonable, like the Gogeta, the Vegito. Again, I got most of these LRs off of summoning on the anniversary. For example, I got this unit during the anniversary. I got these two units during the 5th year anniversary. I got this unit on the 4th year anniversary. So most of my units actually come from anniversaries. So that is why I'm telling you guys, if you do want to get LRs, I think it's better for you to, you know, save your stones till the anniversary, because again, the value on the anniversary is much better than a top legendary summon banner. Again, Prime Battle LRs are not bad by any means, but it does require you to grind the game very, very extensively. So if you're willing to put in the time and the effort for Prime Battles, you can go ahead and do it. Currently, Frieza is out, so if you really want the Frieza, go ahead and farm him. The LRs from the story event, the only issue is you do have to wait till their story events come back. So again, when their story events come back, again, it is going to require lots of grinding, like I said before. But again, that's how it is in this gacha game, because again, Dokkan at the end of the day wants you to spend money in order to summon for your characters that you want for the LRs. Again, that's needs to be said as clear as day. This game is out here to make money, and the way that they do that is by making the really good LRs summonable. So if you're willing to spend the money, go for it. I don't necessarily recommend it, but again, that's how you get LRs. There are free-to-play versions, like I said, Prime Battle, story event ones, you know, Ultimate Clash, World Tournament. But again, for Ultimate Clash, again, it is going to take you quite a bit in order to save up those battlefield memory points. I know it took me quite a while to do so as well. And then you have to be, I think, like level 50 in order to do it. So, you know, I would personally say go for the Prime Battle LRs if you really want LRs. The Goku and the Frieza, in my opinion, you know, I would consider chasing their Easy A as well if you really want to, you know, get them Easy Aid, which after their Easy A, you know, they're very good. I have showcases on their Easy A on my channel as well. So anyways, guys, again, that is how you get LRs. Maybe it wasn't the answer that you wanted to hear, but again, that's just the way it is. It's just very hard. It's going to take a lot of time. Trust me, I've been there. You know, when I first started my account, I mean, my account is like little over a year old. I mean, it's heading for 2 years now, but again, it took a lot of work, but again, it does pay off. Saving your stones for the anniversary banners does pay off. You know, grinding out Prime Battle LRs really does help. And, you know, just having that self-control to not summon, trust me, it's really going to pay off. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.